Now, how was your yesterday's interview with the teachers?
Sorry, your voice is not clear actually.
Uh, is it
Okay, yeah.
okay? No problem
Actually,
then.
I'm
I thought.
not like given any interview till today. Like
Oh,
I don't
so
know, it's my luck or what. Like
uh,
there was
so
urgent requirement in both the companies.
okay.
Yes.
So this is your first time interview after. This is your second means first company, correct? You're working there.
This is my second company.
Okay. And when you last time switched
It's been like
for
1 year and 4 months. Yeah.
okay, okay. So means you have experience of the interview. So that is why I'm asking. Few people even don't switch at 5 years, 6 years. So at that time they get scared. So what question it will be asked now as an industry standard and all. So because of that I'm asking.
Actually, this is the problem. I can like whatever the task given to me, I can do it
Hmm.
anyhow. Like, oh, the only I'm scared of the interviews because I have never given.
Hmm.
So that's the issue.
Okay. Okay. So that is why I have started this channel and all because I know that too
Yeah,
much
this is
people.
very helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I found too many people who are struggling with the interview. They know concepts, how to do, when to do, and from where we can do. But how to explain, they don't
Exactly.
know. So that is it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is the problem.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. So I will start with for JavaScript, then we'll move to Angular. So you joined through laptop or phone?
From laptop.
Okay, okay. So I'll be giving you a code snippet as well to check the output and all.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Okay.
okay. So have you heard about splice and slice methods in JavaScript?
Yes.
Okay. So do you know what is the difference between both?
Okay. So we use the like supplies and slices.
Mm-hmm. So
Okay,
we,
so
yeah,
I was explaining you about
correct.
slice and splice. Yes,
Yes. Yeah.
yes. So I think like splice is to use like if we have a array. So we if we want to add or remove the item from it, so we use splice.
Okay. And when to use slice?
Slice is like if we want to get some like if we have a 10 elements in the array, so
Hmm.
like to get the array from that like a part of like few elements from that array,
Okay.
that is slice.
Okay, so yeah, suppose I have an array, okay, and you are doing slice and
Mhm.
slice on that array. So
Mhm.
which one will create another array and which will affect the original array?
Slice will create the new array.
Okay,
Yes, and the
well,
splice will update the array.
okay, okay, correct. Uh,
Okay.
I can you share your screen? I will ping you a small code so you can write down
Okay.
some code.
You have to give me access for the same.
Okay, okay, I will give.
Yes.
Allow multiple
Okay.
parts to share simultaneously. Yeah, even to.
Hmm. Okay.
You can open JS Petal or anything online editor.
What?
Go to browser and open JSPedal, jspedal.net.
Okay, okay, GSP.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can type it. Yeah, JavaScript. You can copy that code, which I have given you there in the chat. No, no, go to Zoom. That's how you copy it.
Okay.
No, no,
Just wait a minute.
paste it. No, no, not there. It is HTML. Paste at JavaScript side below.
Hmm. Okay, here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Correct. Remove that one.
I was looking to switch that.
No, no, no.
Okay.
It will be. Okay, so you have this array, correct? And we have status as a field and
Mhm.
pass. So I want to get data related to status only, pass only. So what will be your approach for this? What you will use over here?
Okay, so I have to get the status only from this
No, no,
array.
no, no. You have to
Huh?
return a name who has status as a pass P.
P. Okay.
Yeah. So you need to get the names of it. So what you will
Mm-hmm.
use over here?
I can use a filter as well.
Okay.
Like in Angular, I will use filter.
Yeah, filter is correct, but it is not the part of Angular. It is part of the
Angular,
JavaScript.
yeah,
No, no, no. It is part of only
JavaScript.
JavaScript only. It's an array method.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So what condition
So
you
I
have
can
to write?
use a
Okay.
this slice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is why I'm asking. What would be the best
Hmm.
approach and what you could use? Can
Yes,
you write
actually,
down
the
with a filter?
focus is
No, no. Write down with a filter.
with the filter. Like I have to filter
Right.
this array.
Correct. Correct. Write down the code to
Okay.
filter to get the names. It should return names array.
You want me to do in JavaScript, right?
Anything. Yeah,
And
whatever you
okay,
write
okay,
in Angular as well, na, it is get compiled to JavaScript
okay.
only. So
Oh.
it is not. It's a framework of JavaScript only. React, Vue,
Mhm.
anything.
So like I will get the record here. I will store it into one.
Why you are writing like that? I dot name equal to C equal to C. Means we
This will search out in this array
correct.
filter
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this in.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That is correct. That is correct. I want
Mhm.
output as B, C, D because those are pass status. Okay, B, C, D. If you see status of it already P, P, P. So it should return B,
Mhm.
C, D, not E and A.
Hmm. Then I will write status here.
Hmm.
So like this, and
Hmm.
I will just let like everyone is going to this. So
Okay. So
so
what it
this
will, yeah. So what it will return
it
here?
it will return all the objects with the status p. So I will get name b status p up to this like these three.
And yeah, correct. That is correct. And now we
Hmm.
want to take only names of it. It should return only B, C, D. That's it.
Okay, okay,
How
only
to?
names.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm,
Condition is correct. You have to write only single line of code over there. That's it.
mm,
You,
I'm just
yeah,
like I have to select the name only, right?
correct, correct.
Okay.
Return, return, first return. Else, nothing. No, no, no. That colon sign you need to use at the end. Ternary operator you might have used.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blank one.
If I did
Put a double colon. Okay. And that question mark after that, write return. Before I dot name, return. So
okay,
it is,
return.
yeah, so it
Okay.
will return that. Now print your array one. Why it is giving error to you?
It's giving error, right? Expected
Maybe.
is
No, it is because of the you have used that equal to return about name. Maybe you have to add that curly brace and all because of that it is showing like that.
maybe.
Okay, but it will return now I dot names one. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
this is also correct. You can console that directly. Okay. So right bottom we have console at the below. Right, yeah, there only. Yeah, correct. Click on that. Click on that. Okay. Scroll down. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you get now.
But it's
But
returning
yeah, it is
name.
written. So because that return statement is not working over here. But the syntax
Mm-hmm.
might be different little bit, but the exact solution for that only.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. So okay. So have you heard about chaining in JavaScript?
Not. I have not heard about.
Okay. What is the use of closures in JavaScript?
Closure is like I have not used, but I have like read about it. Like if we want to like access the I'm
Okay.
again I'm
Uh,
not.
you can read
It's
about it.
difficult to
So
explain. I
yeah,
know.
so yeah, actually what happens? So whenever you create one function, as soon as it get executed, it will remove to your call stack. Okay. So, but the closure has a functionality, so it will be having a memory reference of it because we are returning inside function from there. So most of people say that a function inside another function, it's a closure. So it is the way only. And the way you can have access of
Mhm.
the global variable, then parent variable, and your inline variable as well. So these are things from Shapefit. So you can read about it more.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Like, will you provide the recording of this so that, or shall I write down the question?
So I have started recording as well. So I do put on the YouTube only.
Mhm.
So I can give the slides as well. Okay, no problem. I will share
Okay.
you, or you can write down the questions in the
Okay.
back. Okay. So you use and here arrow function, correct, to filter that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
what is different between normal function and arrow function?
Okay. In arrow functions, we can like we don't have the access to the arguments,
Hmm.
and in regular functions we can print the whatever the arguments we have passed, and they also they don't have their this keyword. Arrow functions doesn't have their this keyword, and regular functions do have.
Okay.
Like apart from this, yes. The another difference is
Hmm.
the like we can write a short code using the like more clear code with using the arrow functions rather than the regular functions.
Okay. One
Yeah,
big
that's.
difference is pending still. So whenever you create a function in JavaScript, so is it going to
Mhm,
hoist or not? Suppose you create one function, okay?
mhm, mhm.
Uh, uh, Create one function at line number 11.
Okay.
Write sum, and pass any variable 1 to 3%. Okay. Now
Mhm,
declare a function below and print in the console. So you will get now arguments object over here and you will put it correct with it. Okay. Yeah, okay,
yes.
okay. You have printed correct. Okay. So now tell me,
Mhm,
when the compiler comes at line number 12, okay,
mhm.
so it will try to find that function, correct? The full 12 lines.
Yes.
Okay. So
Mhm,
why it will not give an error us? So because that function you have created at line number 14, correct? And you are
mhm,
accessing that function before that. So in the .NET,
mhm,
you are not supposed to do like this, correct?
mhm.
You have to,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. So in JavaScript, what it does, so because of that, you are able to access it. If you run this, it will print your values. Okay.
Mhm.
So why it happens here? Why it is not giving any error?
Because of the hosting.
Mhm.
because like it will
Yeah.
like
Oh,
the declaration at the top
okay. That is correct. So now arrow function versus normal function. So if we declare this sum as an arrow function, then you will get an error because arrow function not going to waste.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Okay.
this is the one difference I want to tell you.
Okay.
Okay, we'll move to the next question. So have you used spread operator?
Yes.
Okay, so
Spread.
hmm,
Mhm.
yeah, go ahead.
Spread. Yeah, spread operator is like we have a like array,
Hmm,
and we like we have one, two, and three elements in the array. So it will return as a like it will spread the elements into the further objects. Like
okay, and what
yes,
about rest?
rest operator. I've not used rest operator.
Okay, you just before tell that you cannot access arguments in the arrow function, correct? Okay, so yeah,
It's
so you just before tell me that in the arrow function we cannot access argument object, correct?
exactly.
So that is where the rest comes.
Mhm.
Okay, so now you have passed 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, correct? Remove
Mhm.
y
Yes.
and z. Remove y, z from the sum that. Remove that. Put a comma and or wait. Where
Mhm.
first move this function to arrow function. Remove that function. Function keyword. Function keyword. Convert this to arrow function.
What is the same?
No, sum equal to yeah, now
Yeah,
put that
parameter and
curly brace and
mhm.
okay, that is correct now. Okay, so now you are passing only x. It will print first parameter, correct? Now
Mhm.
put
Yes.
x comma 3 dot no dot.
Three dot. Oh, sorry. Mhm.
Any name, give any name, res anything,
Sorry.
give any name, res or anything, any name.
Okay.
Okay,
Mhm.
print now res. Remove x from console and print res now. Before that, remove that console one, arr1, array one, line number 10. Comment it. Comment it. Okay. Run now. So wait. What will be the output right now? So you are not printing X over
Mm,
here. You are printing res.
mhm.
So what should we print? Put three
Yes.
dot in the
Yes.
console.log as well. Dot. Before res. Because you are trying to access a variable which is not exist over there. Now run.
Yes.
You will
Yeah.
get 2
Mhm.
and 3. Some what it is saying. Is it run? Clear this console once.
Mm.
Clear this console. No. Right side.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Mhm. Exactly.
Yeah. Now, wait. Remove that line number 12 and put it at 18.
Yes.
No. Yeah. Put at the bottom. Now run. Okay.
Mhm.
So this is the rest
Okay.
operator. So whenever you don't know how many arguments will be coming to your function dynamically, at that time
Mhm.
we use such kind of functionality. So this is the rest operator. We are concatenating means in the spread we are spreading it, correct? You already told that we
Mhm.
are spreading
Exactly.
it. Now we are creating
Yeah.
bunch over here of the arguments.
Mhm.
So this is the difference between both.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Got it.
So have you used destructuring?
No.
No? Okay, you can note down this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay. So we'll move to Angular now. Do you have any
Mhm.
question related to JavaScript, so which you are struggling with to answering or concept clearing anything?
Okay, so about the JavaScript, like some of we are using in the Angular, but like I just want to know from where I can read it out the every function, because like from
Go
where
to
I will
yeah. Open
Mhm.
MDN website. MDN JavaScript. Yeah, JavaScript. So this is the one of the best website for the JavaScript. Each and every concept
Okay.
you will find here. You can search anything
Okay.
here. So, or if you want to get start with the JavaScript everything, so you can start with W3 School as well.
Yeah, I studied from the W3
Yeah,
school only.
so that is kind of basic things only. But
Mhm.
if you want to go in little bit deep, then you should look at one. So have you written any polyfills?
No.
Okay. Yeah, do check that as well. So sometimes what happens, so you have written filter over here, correct, in that code, JS fiddle code.
Mhm.
So sometimes your browser
Mhm.
is not supporting few array methods. Okay. So on that time, we have to write polyfills of it. So we will create our own filter and it will run on that older version of the your Chrome or anything kind of. So that on
Okay.
that time we write
Okay.
the polyfills. So
Okay.
you can read about it.
I have not even heard about this.
Polyfill.
Um, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Any other question related to JavaScript?
That's it. I will just like read it from here. So we'll practice more.
Yeah, yeah. You can Angular now. Have you used
Mm-hmm.
ngEf and ng4?
Yes.
Okay. So
So
to use, yeah. No, no. Question
mhm.
not related to that. Question is coming now. So if I want to
Okay.
use ngEf and ng4, do you know what module it requires?
Okay. Module. No, I'm not sure about the module.
Okay, so we use a
Like
browser
these are
module,
the.
common
Mhm.
modules. It
Mhm.
comes under common modules.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is kind of the tricky one. Okay. Okay. So
We
can
like
you?
blindly code.
Yeah, because of that boilerplate code. So everything is already there. So
Mhm.
we never touch those kind of things. Okay. So have you
Okay.
used ngEf and ng4 on the same div?
It doesn't allow actually. It like
Okay.
if we try to
Mhm. To do that, what we have to do then? What we can do for it then?
mm, like what I do is to resolve this. I just like if I have to use a ng4, so I'll take another div before it where I use ngif, and after that and the div inside it for the ng4.
Okay. But is it good practice to create another div only for that kind of things? Have you used
Sorry,
ng?
you
No, no, I'm asking, is it good practice to create a separate div only for this such kind of things?
yeah, it's not a good practice.
Okay, so we have
I
ng
have
container.
used once
Yeah, we have
ng.
ng container we have. Okay, so it is kind,
Oh yes, ng
yeah, it is
container.
kind of the
Yes.
wrapper for us, but it will not print in the DOM, but it will run as expected as a div.
Mm-hmm.
So on that time we use that.
Mm. Okay.
Okay. So yeah. So in
Okay.
ng do you know why we use a value track by over there? Have you seen track by parameter in the ng for?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, I have seen. Yes, but
Okay.
no.
Okay. So I will tell you what it does. Suppose you have five
Mm-hmm.
element in your array and you are grouping it, correct? And it is rendering five rows in the
Mm-hmm.
span anything. And you pushed sixth row over there.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are not using the value that track by, your for loop get execute again. Okay. And it will render again that 5, 6 parameter over there,
Mm-hmm.
element over there. But if you are using track by, so it
Okay.
will create a track, means it will render only the new things, not the previous one. So it will not touch
Mm-hmm.
five elements, only sixth one will be added over there. So it is kind of the improved
Oh,
performance kind of thing, that we used
okay.
over there.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
So what type of forms you create in your project in Angular?
Forms yes, reactive and mostly we use reactive forms. So we have template driven form as well.
Okay. So any choice when we should use reactive or when we use form, another form, structural form.
So with the reactive, mhm.
Hmm.
Like reactive forms, we have more control on the forms as compared to the template driven forms uh, because they are template based.
Okay.
So if we have more complex form, then we should use reactive forms.
Okay. Now, what model we have to use for both?
What
What model
module?
it? Yeah, yeah. What model it requires to
Form,
use reactive form and all?
forms module.
Okay. Have you seen reactive forms module?
Yes, I think.
Okay. Okay. So that requires for the reactive. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We'll move to next question. So what is router outlet?
Okay, router outlet is used to to activate the current route. So on whatever the route component we are on whatever the route of the component we are clicking, so it will activate in the router outlet inside the router outlet.
Okay. Okay. So can we use multiple router outlet?
Yes, we can.
Okay. How can we configure them?
We can use by giving the name to the router outlet.
Okay. Have you used it? Means, have you done that?
Yes, I did. Right.
Okay. Okay. So when we create a lazy loading, we create a modules, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So have
Yes.
you seen the difference between for child and for root in the routing?
For the for child and for
For
root.
root, yeah,
Yes, yes,
yeah, two things
yes,
over there.
exactly.
Yeah. So what is the difference between both? Where you seen the for root
Okay,
and where
so
you see that? Hmm.
mm, for root we use for the parent module for the module we have app module. For the parent module we use for root, and for the lazy the modules which you have to load lazily, that for that we used child for child.
Okay.
Like in the
So,
routing file of the that modules we use
hmm,
for child.
yes. Okay. So do you know any guards in the Angular?
Yes.
Have you used? Okay. So what are
Yes.
those?
Guards, I have used the auth guards, can deactivate guard, and one is can load
Okay.
guard.
Okay.
Yes.
So have you heard about resolve guard? Resolve.
Yes.
Okay.
So resolve, Mhm.
What is the use of it?
Okay, resolve. I have if I want to load the data before loading the component view,
Mm-hmm.
so we can use resolve over there.
Correct.
Like there was one condition, yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is correct. Okay.
Mhm.
So what type of directives we have in Angular?
Directives. Okay, so we have component directive, structural directive, and behavioral directive.
Hmm.
So, component is the special kind of directive, and structural directives are like to like we use to update the layout of the component. And
Mm-hmm.
like if we have if ng4, if we want to display the array, the list of elements, and the behavior directive is to like for the styling, to change the behavior of the view. Like we use ng style, class.
Mm-hmm. Have you created your own directives?
uh, I have not created, but I know how to do.
Okay.
Like we use ng directive and the name of the directive, and we can use add the directive
Hmm.
to create it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, read about it. How can we create it and how can pass it to the element? And do you know what is the host listener and host binding?
Host listener and host binding. Okay, the host listener is to listen the events,
For what?
and not.
No, no, no. For what event?
Mhm.
It is related to detective only, not the kind of event we have, not that. Okay, you
Hmm.
can
Okay.
you can read about it. So the directive you
Okay.
create, okay, some directive you have created, and you are attaching that directive to some element in the Angular. So that is your host listener because that is listening your something your directive saying. Okay, and if you are
Mhm.
updating its CSS or something for that we use that host bind.
Host binding. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
So that we use. Okay. Have you used Angular material as well?
Yes, like I used it a very like in the starting of my first project.
Okay.
Now,
So then what
yes.
you are using then for front end CSS framework right now? What element type of you are using?
Right now, right now we are using Bootstrap.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. No problem.
I have created one product with the Angular material only. Yes.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. No problem. Okay. So have you seen the constructor in the your component?
Yes.
So if I remove that constructor from there, it will run or not?
Mhm. I think it will run. It should run.
Okay.
Be-
And
yes.
no, it will run. Yes. Correct. Okay. So
Yes.
question is now why constructor run first of ng on init or any lifecycle hooks of Angular? Why constructor run first?
Okay, like constructor, I think we have to load the, like if we have any injecting any services, so so it has to load that services first before going
Okay,
on.
okay.
Well, I'm not. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Now you have one simple component. It is not accepting any service, any function, anything. It is just displaying static content.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now,
Mm-hmm.
still it will run constructor first before of any life cycle hook of the Angular. So question is
Mm-hmm.
why? So have you seen your component? What type of it is? Is it function or is it object or it is class? What it is?
No, I have not actually.
Okay. It is a
Yes.
kind of class, okay? And every class comes with a constructor.
Yeah.
You might have seen that in
Okay.
C, C++. Okay. So the by
Yes.
default,
Yes.
every class has a constructor and it will automatically get executed. So in the Angular, we are using
Mm.
the class-based architecture over here in the TS file, correct? So that is why constructor get executed every
Okay.
time from the first. So because of that, only constructor get executed
Okay.
first. Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Now,
Okay.
okay. So what is the use of injectable? Have you seen injectable in the service?
Mm, yes, it is a decorator.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So injectable, like with like it help if we want to we if we add the at the rate injectable, like this service can be used in other components.
Okay. So what is the default parameter of it? Injectable. There are the couple of methods for the injectable root, then providing that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so that one is the default one. With it, it will be available for your components to access that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So you for the reactive purpose, what library you are using in your project? RxJS you are using?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And what about NGRX, store management, anything?
RxJS I'm using, not
Okay.
NGRX.
Okay.
Yes.
So, okay, to communicate between multiple components, then what you are using?
Okay, so to if there is a relation like parent to child or child to parent, then we are using the input decorator and output decorator. And if there is a no relation between the components and
Hmm.
like for the sibling components, then like we can pass the data with the help of service using subjects.
Okay. Okay. So now, if it is parent-child relation, then we use input output, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Suppose
Yes.
you have grandparent, parent, and grandson. Okay. You want to pass data from grandparent to grandson directly. So what would be the
Mm-hmm.
approach then? What would be the best approach then in that case?
I think we can do it with the service.
Hmm. So yeah. So it is not related to only the sibling components. So
Mm-hmm.
even we don't want to touch parent in that case, still someone will use input
Mm-hmm.
output to the grandparent to parent, parent to grandson. So in that case, we should not use input output. We should directly use subject or behavioral subject. Okay. So what type of
Yes.
subject do you know?
Okay, subjects are like behavior object subject and replay subject and async subject.
Okay.
So yes, behavior subject is used to uh, it needs an initial value
Hmm.
and about the replay subject we have to we will pass like how many values to be replayed, and about the async it will it will also it will only execute when it's complete.
Okay. So what is the problem with async pipe?
Problem, I think that the operation needs to be completed in order to execute that.
Hmm. Okay. Have you used it? Async pipe.
No, no, I've not used it, but I have like read about that.
Okay. Okay. So you can create a subject or any kind of thing, and you can directly subscribe your observable from the template instead of subscribing in the component. So on that time we use async pipe. Okay, it get automatically subscribed. But what happens? So whenever something happens, change in the your component, it will try to get the latest value from your subscription. So that is the problem. Hello,
Hello,
hello.
yes,
Sorry,
I got
sorry.
disconnected.
Yeah, correct. Okay, so I was telling about
Actually.
you. So we can access a subscription directly from your service to component and component to your template. Okay, but we don't need to subscribe it in the
Mhm.
component. We can directly subscribe in the template. So this is the use of it, and we can say one kind of the benefit.
Okay.
But the problem is that whenever you do change in the component, it will try to get the latest value from your subscription. So this is the drawback of it. So you can check it later. And
Yeah.
the advantage of it, we do not need to
Okay.
unsubscribe it. It automatically unsubscribe.
Okay.
Yeah. So one thing. Okay. So I have last two question now for you. What is
You are
pure? Okay.
okay.
What is pure pipe and impure pipe, and how can we improve the Angular application performance? What are the best way?
Okay. Um, Pure pipes and impure pipes. Pure pipes are the pipes like when there is a pure change in the change in the input. So that is the pure pipe, and impure pipes detects the every change.
Okay.
Hello. Yes. Next was to
How to improve the performance of your project? What are the best techniques to use?
okay. So for the performance, we the features should use is like to use the lazy loading
Hmm.
first. Because rather than loading all the modules, we should lazily load the modules. And what else?
We should not use impure pipes.
Impure pipes, yes,
We should
because
use
they will
track by.
continuous change.
Yeah. We should use track by in
Yes,
your
track
kernel.
by.
We should use unsubscribe
Yes.
in the NUT destroy.
Okay.
And whenever you are doing parent-child relationship, at that time we should use on-push
Mhm.
change detection on the child, because whenever something changes in the parent, child also get re-rendered. So it is not required on that time, but still it is getting
Mm.
rendered because your references get changed in the parent one. Okay. So on that time we should use on-push
Yes, yes.
change detection in the
Okay.
child. These are the
Okay.
things comes in the performance. So you can try to do in your project day by day practice, so you will get to know about it more. So if you are using trackby and if you are not using trackby, what happens in the DOM? You can check it. You will get the
Hmm.
difference.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, I
So
got to know track by, yeah.
okay.
I will
So
use it for sure.
yeah, yeah, I know that too many people use that, but what is the exact use of it?
Mhm.
In the syntax in the Stack Overflow,
Mhm.
we'll get that trackby over there. We copy it from there and paste it only. But what it is doing, we don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
So I think I have covered few of the questions related to Angular as well. So you have any question related to Angular or any kind of things in your interview or anything?
I think that's it. So, like, I just want to know about the feedback, like how much I have to improve. I know I have to improve a lot, but still,
Yes, you have to work on your JavaScript first. Okay, because as a
okay.
front-end developer or as a full-stack developer, everyone expect JavaScript as well. Because whatever you are
Mhm.
writing in the DOM in the browser, everything comes only in the JavaScript format at the end. So you should
Mm.
prepare for the JavaScript in the depth. And
Okay. Okay.
regarding Angular, uh, few of the questions which are tricky. I know that most of people won't be able to answer those questions, but not kind of the big deal we can say. But you should prepare for those
Mhm.
as well. So whatever question I asked you, okay, you can do one thing. You can try
Mhm.
to use that in your project, or you can create your POC kind of thing. So you will get good to know. So when you are using that, so what is happening? Like the way I shown you the rest operator, spread operator. If you are using the normal
Mhm.
function and you are trying to call that function, so what is happening? So such kind of POC you do now, then at that time you can explain very well because you know the concept.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I would say that whenever you are explaining any question, because not giving only theory, you should prepare a small example. So it will be helpful for interviewer to got to know that. So you have knowledge about this concept. So and the one thing
Exactly. That is more impressive.
yeah. So
Mhm.
do follow that practice. And another thing, clear your concept for the closure, when to use closure, how to use closure, why we use closures,
Mhm.
all these things, because every interview will ask that question to you. And
Okay.
for
Okay.
the JavaScript, if you are confused or what is the things asked in the interview, so you might heard about the Akshay Saini. He has created that playlist, so you can read,
Mhm. Yes.
you can go through it. Let me share with you that
Okay.
playlist in the chat. You can click on there. So he has created that 14 videos. You can create your own notes from these videos, and it will be